Happy Sunday. I hope everybody's doing good. Welcome, Knicks Nation, to our Sunday podcast. Welcome, Alfonso Who Care. Glenn Koskin, what's up? Good afternoon. Knicks fan for life, what's up? Walter Blackman, Lee Thomas, King Ribby, Love, Deshaun Wilson, Miss Stevenson, Brother Senior Beef, Jermaine Royster, Ron Cohen, Miss Edwards, Michael Drake, John Pettit. I hope all you guys are enjoying your Sunday and that your family's also enjoying their Sunday. Kabar Robbins, how you doing? FAR, G. Gastino, Tony Bell, James E. Moore. How you guys doing? Again, I hope you're all safe and healthy. Your family's safe and healthy, that your needs of you and your family, with food, shelter, clothing, as well as health being met today. And Grill One, Jim Adino, Stephen Kelly, my brothers, Dwayne Asodope, what's up? Kevin, New York City resident, how you doing? Walter Wayne Lewis, how's everybody going? I hope everybody, again, is doing well. I hope your families are doing well and that everything's going good for you at your house. So, our New York Knicks. Michael Drake, what's up? Our New York Knicks were 3-0 last week. Knicks were 3-0 last week, including a back-to-back sweep. And they beat a very good Sacramento team who had been 9-1 coming into the game. No, they were 8-2 coming into the game yesterday in their last 10. The Knicks, as we now stand, they are third in the East. They're on the tail of the Boston Celtics, and they have the Milwaukee Bucks on their tail. Right now, the Knicks looks like they're 2 games behind Boston, and they're 3.5 games ahead of Milwaukee. Milwaukee being the 4th seed, the Knicks being the 3rd seed. If the playoffs were to start today, according to my understanding, of course, I'm sure you all will let me know, but the Knicks would be playing the 6th seed. If that was the case, the Knicks would be playing the 6th seed, which today is the Detroit Pistons, where they're tied, Detroit, with the Orlando Magic for the 6th seed. So it would be either Detroit or Orlando. If the playoffs were to start today, New York would be playing in the first round against either Detroit or Orlando, and I like their chances in both of those matchups. Now, from yesterday, one of the things I noticed, I went back and I started looking at some stats, and I'm very impressed with how well the Knicks are playing together as a unit. Tibbs is always talking about units in terms of how players function in terms of their impact on winning within a unit. It's not an individual thing, it's a unit thing. And so, son from Brooklyn, what's up, my man? When the Knicks have 30 assists or more, 30 assists or more, they're 17-1. Hey, Tony Tippins, when they have 30 assists or more, they're 17-1. But, I found even more interesting is when you go through the starting 5 and then Deuce, because those are the 6 guys that get the most minutes, the starting 5 and Deuce. So when you go through the starting 5 and you go through each player and you look at the plus minus. Now, again, there's some that I'm doing good, Corey Lindsay. Thank you. I'm feeling real good today. When you look at the plus minus, and let me explain plus minus real quick for those that may not know. When a player is plus on the plus minus, it means that when he's on the court, the team is better than their opponent by whatever the number is, +1, +10, whatever. And then if they're minus, it means when they're on the court, the team is worse than their opponent by whatever their number is, okay? I don't think I've seen this in a long time, but with each of the starting 5, so with OG, if he's plus at all, the team is 23-1. When Mikal Bridges is plus, the team is 29-2. When Gato is plus, the team is 26-1. When Brunson is plus, the team is 23-0. When Josh Hart is plus, they're 23-2. And when Deuce McBride is plus, they're 18-5. Now, the key here to me in terms of the success of the team we talked about, many of you had asked during the course of the week, because I mentioned last week that as far as their defense, to me, it was one player. And I'm not blaming him. It's just the function, again, as a unit. So when Mikal Bridges' minutes are reduced just a little bit, they don't have to be reduced a lot, and you increase the bench minutes by the same amount, the defense becomes a completely different animal. Okay, Kevin Newcomb, thank you for the $5. Appreciate it, man. So the defense becomes a completely different animal when Mikal Bridges' minutes are just slightly reduced and the bench minutes are slightly increased. Usually those extra bench minutes would go to Deuce, or sometimes it goes to Payne. But when Mikal Bridges' minutes are lower, it's better for the defense, and it makes sense because Mikal Bridges is asked to be on a nightly basis the guy that guards the other team's toughest wing, and at the same time, he's asked to score 20 points. So that makes him a two-way player, okay? So it's difficult to be a two-way player in the NBA, a legit two-way player, a guy that could lock down the best offensive player or at least limit them and then score 20 points. Very difficult, okay? And so I felt like, and I think I've been expressing that to y'all, I felt like all along people have been too harsh, and Twitter was using Mikal Bridges as gossip fodder to talk crap about him, and we paid too much for him and he's overrated and all this BS high school crap that comes on Twitter. It was just a matter of time until he gets it figured out. So that's one thing. But offensively and overall for the team, OG Anunoby is the key. OG is the key as a team. Now, yesterday, OG, I don't know if you saw, I'm sure somebody's going to make drama out of it, and it wasn't drama. But Pito asked OG after the game, you're scoring more in the last few games. What's the key? And OG said, I wasn't getting touches. And so I decided to be more aggressive. Now, there's somebody that's going to say, well, there's drama between OG and the locker room. No, that's not what he was saying. What I interpreted what he said, and it was like this. OG, you're scoring more. What's the difference? I told Big Head to pass the ball. And then Big Head responded, get your grown ass in your spots and get open, and I'll give you the ball. To which OG said, okay, bet. And that's what was done. OG could get touches when he gets himself in position to get touches. And that means he has to be more aggressive in getting in his spots. Now, in the NBA, right? Every player has their favorite spots. And not just the NBA, in street ball. Every player has their favorite shots and their favorite spots, right? Like stark examples, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. The most famous shot in the world is the sky hook, right? So everybody know that's his shot. And so the key thing is, your shot, or TJ McConnell with the side baseline 10-footer money, or the mid-range 10-footer money. So the key thing is to get in position where you can shoot your best shots, right? So in OG's case, when he gets himself set at the three-point line and gets to set both of his feet and has a clean look, he's very good at hitting that shot. Most of the time, he's very good at hitting that shot. Well, Josh Hart called him Big Head, so I ain't never going to forget that. Josh Hart said, I was looking for the size of the hat, and they said they had medium, large, and Brunson. He had that giant Commander's hat on, and then Brunson came and tried to snatch the hat off his head, and Josh said, hey, you got a big head. He said, and that's all I'm going to say about that. You got a big head. It ain't my fault you got a big head. So that's where I got it from. I got it from Josh Hart. So OG said, big head, pass me the ball. And Big Head said, get your grown ass open in your spots and I'll get you the ball. OG said, bet. 30 points a game. You know, that's what happened. So that was that was very telling. So when OG is plus 10, the Knicks are 19-0. Now, of all the positives, to me, when OG is plus 10, the Knicks are 19-0. And he's only scored 30 or more, I think, 3 times. And they've won all of those games. So you want to get him the ball in his spots. It's not like Jalen Brunson, where you just want him to have the touches because he's going to score. But you want him to get the ball in his spots. That's the thing. You want him to get the ball in his spots. So like yesterday, right? If you've been watching DeMar DeRozan's career, right, from the time he was in Toronto to when he went to San Antonio, and now he's, obviously he's in Sacramento, he went to Chicago. DeMar DeRozan's spot is about 10 feet away in the key. That's his spot. Between like foul line and a couple feet in. That's his spot. Okay. And everybody knows that's his spot. And he still gets there. Okay. Because he knows how to set up the defender to get him off, to get him in his spot. Yesterday, they did a good job on him. We knew that Monk was going to go off, and he did. Monk had 30, 31, something like that. We knew Monk was going to go off. We just didn't want Monk to dominate the game and swing the tide, which they did a good job controlling that. So you want to get OG Anunoby in his spots. OG's a great two-handed finisher, right? I think we can agree on that. He's a great two-handed finisher. He gets to the basket and he will flush it with two hands more often than not. So you want to catch him, and that's what they were doing yesterday. They were catching him on the baseline, cutting a backdoor, and he was following up. And yeah, and so to me, OG is going to be the key here, just like he was last year. Because when OG came to the Knicks, y'all know they went on like a 12-2 run, right? They won like 12 games, 12 out of 15 or something like that, some crazy number. And when he was out, they struggled. So OG was the key last year, and he's the key this year, to me. So, and one of the things we have had is that he stayed healthy. So far, OG has been very healthy this year, thank goodness. Yeah, I think he really worked at it this summer, and his work is paying off. After signing the big contract, he came in shape, ready to go, and it's paying off. So we want to continue to get him the ball in his spots, okay? Whenever the Knicks get 43 rebounds or more, okay, 43 total rebounds or more, they're 23-2, which is why we know Tibbs stresses rebounding. So when they get 43 rebounds or more, they're 23-2. Whenever the Knicks score at least 124 points, they're 13-1. See, so these are key statistics in my view that are sustainable, for this team. They're sustainable for this team. The key to me is the assist numbers. So if they continue to move the basketball, they're going to be really tough to beat. The Knicks are hard to beat when they move the basketball. So that's the key. And of course, that is mostly on Jalen Brunson, right? So he's got to be the guy to facilitate. And a lot of that facilitation is made easier by getting the ball in Cat's hands because Cat is an excellent passer. We knew that when he got traded here. He's an excellent. I remember one guy saying, "Oh, he's not a great passer." You ain't watching the same game. You don't know what you're talking about. Cat could pass the basketball. In fact, I said Cat is just as good a passer as Hardenstein. No, he's not. Yes, he is. Yeah. So if you get Cat the ball, you're also increasing assist numbers because he really is very good at passing the ball. Very good. He's an excellent passer. So that will help also. Now, yes, yesterday Josh Hart had 18 boards. Again, he's Rodman-esque to me. He's baby Rodman. He gets that ball in crowds or he comes out of nowhere when you don't think he got a shot at it, and he gets it. He gets the basketball. So, Yeah, well, I can't come on. I said that before the season. Someone's like, no, he's not. He's not better than Hartenstein. It's like, what? But I guess because he's in Minnesota, people didn't watch him as much. But I was watching Minnesota before we got Cat. That was a team I was watching because another team that was on the rise when they got Ant. And then they signed the lanky boy, 6'9", and they gave him some money too. I forgot his name. His brother played in the league. He come out of Washington, out of Seattle. They got them, and I said, man, this team is coming, and so that's why I started watching them on League Pass. Now Detroit is the one I'm watching a lot because I think they're the next up-and-coming team. When Oklahoma City traded for SGA, I started watching them because I knew that Sam Presti was going to put something together. There's certain teams that you just know just by what they're doing, the structure of what they're doing, what they're building, that they're gonna be coming. Okay, and so next is Detroit. Detroit's gonna be that next squad. Here they are, 6 in the East, or tied for 6 in the East right now. After only winning what? I don't think they won 20 games last year. They were 3-36 by the midway point. So here we are now, and they're in the 6th place in the East. Yeah. So yeah, and it looks like Landry Shamet has finally got his rhythm. He hit 3 threes yesterday, and it wasn't just that he hit the 3 threes, it was the way he hit the 3 threes. He looked like he got his rhythm, and that's very good for the Knicks. And so we're going to see Payne and Shamet with Deuce. Tibbs likes to play them 3 together. He likes to play them 3 guys together, and man, they could ball, man. They can ball. John Pettit, teams don't do that. The NBA doesn't allow it because of Kawhi Leonard. You cannot hold a healthy player from playing. That's against the rules. You'll get fined for that. So, yeah, because they were doing that with Kawhi Leonard, and Phillies was doing that with Embiid, and you're not allowed to do that. If a guy is healthy, he's got to play. He's got to have a legitimate injury. No, they're not holding him back. They just want to make sure he's 100% healthy, because 100% healthy Mitchell Robinson is a strong chance for a championship. That's how important that is. You get 100% healthy Mitchell Robinson back in here from, let's say, the All-Star break on. You got it. You're a favorite to win it. You're definitely a favorite to beat the Celtics and come out of the East. There's no doubt. Okay, because now you got a game changer in Mitchell Robinson, and that's what he is. When he's healthy, he's a game changer. So if you get him healthy, and that's all they're doing, they want to make sure he's 100% healthy, so that when he comes back, that's a game changer right there. All these people talking about trading him, I'm actually going on Twitter and deleting people that I was following and blocking anybody talking about trading Mitchell Robinson. I'm getting rid of him. I don't want to hear you. I don't want to hear from you. To me, it's so stupid. This guy is a championship piece if he's healthy. So that's what they're doing. They're not holding him back. They want to make sure he's healthy. He's chomping at the bit to get back on the court. But medical's got to clear him. And the Knicks got the best medical staff in the NBA, been that way for a minute. So they'll let you know, Mitch, when you can come back. He's chomping at the bit to get back on the court. They want to make sure he's 100% healthy. So, yeah. So when he comes back, it's going to be on. Yeah, it's going to be on. So that's all it is. He's a championship piece. And so you get him healthy, the Knicks got to be, with the Celtics, favored to come out of the East if you get him back healthy. Look at what the Knicks are doing right now without Mitchell Robinson. 3rd in the East, right? 30 wins, 30-16, 3rd in the East, okay? And they don't have Mitchell Rob yet. They were missing Precious Achiuwa for more than 20 games. And now you got him, and you're going to add the nerve to add Mitch Rob? I'm telling y'all. Some people just forget or over dramatize the situation. It's not that complicated. You bring Mitchell Robinson back in here, Juggernaut is on. Juggernaut is on. Soon as you bring him back, okay? So, yeah. So, yeah, right. Well, if you're listening to Shaquille O'Neal with respect to the Knicks, you just got itching ears. There's no need to listen to him. When TNT is on, I definitely put the mute button on. If Doris and whoever to do with her is broadcasting the game, I'll listen to them. But when it's a commercial, or when they bring them knuckleheads on there, I'm definitely putting on my playlist and definitely not listening to Shaq. He is an idiot. What I don't like, what bothers me the most is like Doug Christie. Doug Christie, for example, he's the coach of the Sacramento Kings, right? You know, Doug Christie used to be an announcer for the Kings. He played for the Kings. I think they said last night his last 5 years were with the Kings. And he played for the Kings. And then he was a broadcaster for the Kings. And when I would watch the Kings games, he was it's like Clyde Frazier, very objective. He wants to pull for his home team, but he's not going to, like some guys like Quinn Buckner is ridiculous. He pulls out those pom-poms, like just put the dress on and go out and cheerlead for the team. And then Austin Carr, another guy for Cleveland. Oh my God, they're ridiculous. It's like their team never committed a foul yet. That's not good. So when you're in Shaq's position, you're supposed to be objective. But his hatred for New York comes through so strong that just last week, right, he says, it's not like I don't hate the Knicks. They just don't have enough. So they don't have enough. And a few days later, 2 of their starters are all-star starters. So let me ask you all a question. How many teams have 2 all-star starters and some guy's going to say they don't have enough to win a championship? 2 all-star starters. And they don't have enough. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. So, yeah. Oh, my God. So, I've seen some bad ones in some of these cities. Like the guy for New Orleans, the guy that used to play, Antonio Daniels, I think his name, oh, my God. Quinn Buckner. Stacey King. There's a guy in Orlando, too. Oh, my God. They're all like, it's like their team never committed a foul yet. And as bad as Tommy Heinsohn. Tommy Heinsohn, rest in peace, for the Boston Celtics. The Celtics never could. Cowens would be climbing on people. And I don't understand why they called the foul on that. It was ridiculous, man. Clyde and Mike Breen they favor New York, but it don't come out like that. They really are more objective. Shaq is ridiculous. He is ridiculous. It's like, why are you even out there? And that's what I say. Just give him the red nose, the red hair he got already the dickhead. give him the red hair and the red nose and give him the big red shoes and just call it a day. Because that's what he is. He's a clown. That's what he is. He's a clown. He's not no serious analyst. He's a clown. Oh my God. Yeah, give him the bozo outfit and let's just dispense with it. At least that would be entertaining. That would be funny, right? If he came out with the bozo outfit, then he could say whatever he wants. It'd be funny. But this guy, man, oh my gosh. Anyway. Josh Hart, what was it, 18 boards yesterday? Oh my gosh. Ridiculous, man. So can you imagine you're starting Precious? And you have Mitchell Robinson and Josh Hart with Deuce McBride and probably Landry Shamet coming off the bench. Yeah, this is going to be something else, yo. This is going to be something else. So this week, tough week. This is going to be a tough week. The Knicks got 3. The good thing is that they only got 3 games this week. They don't play like 4 games in 5 nights or something like that. They only got 3 games. They play tomorrow night against a very tough Memphis team. Memphis is balling. Then they play Wednesday against Denver. And then next Saturday night, they got LeBron in them, all at the Garden. And y'all know it's like we were talking about Monk playing at the Garden, right? And he did. He went off, right? Monk did go off yesterday playing at the Garden. You want to talk about somebody going to go off on the big stage? Ja Morant. Oh, man. Ja Morant, man. I think the Knicks going to have their hands full. I don't know if they're going to put Mikal on him. If I'm Tibbs, I put Mikal on him, and I have Deuce coming off the bench spelling Mikal. Because Ja is that dude, man. Ja is that dude. I was telling somebody that Ant is that dude. He said, "Oh, you're overrating Ant." I was like, "Are you crazy?" Some people are looking at a superstar and don't realize he's a superstar until he's retired. Ant is a superstar. So is John Morant. And when Luka was coming, I said, "Luka's a prodigy. Oh, he ain't that good." Like, what? Y'all, some of the people are crazy, man. I don't know what y'all seeing, but Ja is that dude. He is. Before he was playing, they were struggling to get to the play-in. All of a sudden, you add him, they're third in the West. That ain't no, coincidence. That's how good this boy is. So this is gonna be interesting. The good thing about Edie, for us, is that he ain't got no wind. Like he can play 20 minutes, and he'll be effective for the 20 minutes if he don't get in foul trouble. But even he cannot guard El Gato Grande. He cannot guard him, especially a rookie. In fact, what y'all think? I think they should go at him, right? So when the Knicks play Memphis tomorrow, they should really, if that's a game where we want Gato to get 25 or more shots, right? Who's their backup five? Who's the backup at the five for Memphis? Who they got as the backup five? Is it Clark? Is it Brandon Clark? Who's their backup at the five? Because that's going to be important. Let me see. They start Edie, Brandon Clark. Yeah, Brandon Clark and Jaren Jackson Jr., who also plays the four. He's also their backup five. Jaren Jackson Jr. is a former defensive player of the year. He starts at the 4 spot. So he also plays the 5. So if there's anybody in the league that have a chance to guard Karl Anthony Towns, it's Jaren Jackson Jr. He is a former defensive player of the year. So he could do that side. So, but Edie's gonna have his hands full trying to guard Gotham. He really is gonna have his hands full. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. Good afternoon, Glenn Costin, Guilford McCormick. Yep. Yesterday, points in the paint, the Knicks outscored Sacramento 58-48 points in the paint. That's another key. I didn't even look at that, but I'm wondering what their record is when they win the point in the paint battle. I'm sure it's pretty high because that's a key for the Knicks. So tomorrow, you want to see the ball move. We want the offense to go through Gato. Defensively, they start Desmond Bane with Ja Morant. Both of those cats could play defense. Both of them. Desmond Bane and Ja Morant can play defense. I don't know y'all know where the heck is Marcus Smart? Where the heck is he? Is he on their team still? I mean, I ain't seen or heard nothing from him. Is he on their team? Where's Marcus Smart at? What happened to him, man? Is he hurt? What the hell? It's like they're making there was some knuckleheads out here talking about trade Deuce and get Smart. Some stupidness. All right, so he is out with a finger. He has a finger issue. He was out from Friday. So I don't know what's going to happen with him. Yeah, he's out there. Anyway, yeah. Oh, Corey Lindsey, I don't know. The only one that hurts them is Shaq. Shaq makes all them look bad. Barkley's a second, but Shaq makes them look bad, man. I'm sorry. Yeah, no. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know. Like I said, they could just put on the clown suit. They probably get higher ratings if he puts on the bozo suit and just, I'm serious. If he puts on the bozo suit and just, becomes the clown officially, they get higher ratings, they get higher ratings for that. But I don't know. Then there's on ESPN, the sister looked like she got the BBL, the Brazilian butt lift, which it don't look right on her. She need to go back to Brazil and get that mess fixed. She really nice skin and everything, but get that BBL out of here, man. It's like a little bit ridiculous. Sisters, don't get no BBL, unless you're, don't do that. It don't look right. What's her name? Yeah, I don't know her name. Pretty dark skin sister, pretty brown skin sister, but she need to get that BBL out of here, man. Yeah, she needs to really go back to Brazil and get that mess taken out. Shoot, it don't look right. Well, I don't know if they go to TNT. I mean, if TNT could go to ESPN, I don't know how they're gonna do that because ESPN's kind of packed, right? They got Stephen A. Smith, They got they got Big Perk, right? Big Perk, Stephen A. Smith. And there's another woman. What's the other woman? I forgot her name. They got another woman there, aside from BBL. There's another woman there. Oh, you don't think it's BBL? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. When I saw it, looked BBL to me. Damn. Anyway, stop doing that, y'all. Don't waste your money like that, man. Don't do that. You don't need that. Especially you sisters. You definitely don't need that. You don't need that. Y'all been given the gift. Let other people try to copy y'all. Y'all don't need to be copying nobody. Yeah. Oh, is that what it is? No, now you're gonna what's her name? Now you're gonna make me look up. Hang on. ESPN basketball crew. Let me see. What's her name, y'all? Cheney. Oh yes, Cheney. I'm gonna look it up right now. Y'all gonna cause me to look it up. I'm gonna say Cheney, and I'm gonna say BBL. Let's see. Cheney Ogwumike. It said, what am I looking at? It says, some have speculated that WNBA player Cheney Ogwumike had a Brazilian butt lift because of the appearance of her butt. Well, presented on ESPN. However, Ogwumike is a professional athlete who is always toned and muscular. So the appearance of her butt may be due to her athleticism rather than surgery. So nobody really knows if she got the BBL. I don't know. Ooh, wait, there's more stuff here. Let's see. And why anybody want to copy a Kardashian? What, because they got all that money? I don't know, but it ain't worth all that. Anyway. She could, Donkey. Maybe it's, like, who is it? DM Dawson said, was it DM Dawson? Somebody said it's natural. It's natural. Okay. They said this is African. Okay. Could be. I thought she got the BBL. That was very pronounced. Oh, you think so, Guilford? I have trouble focusing. See, that's why I don't go to gyms. I can't go to gym. I got my own gym in my house. I got to work out in my house because I will lose focus, especially some of these women that be dressing with really tight stuff on. I will lose focus and I'll be going, I can't even, with me and Castle King, we go to this Colombian restaurant. I can't hardly focus on my food because we right next to the gym and we be seeing it come in and go out and be like, Dad. I couldn't even work out. I couldn't get a workout in. They be calling me a perv because I be looking at all that stuff, So I can't go to a gym. I understand, it's like Clint Eastwood once said in Dirty Harry. Clint Eastwood said, a man has to know his limitations. And I understand my limitations. And so I'm very open about it. I tell my wife, no, I don't want to go to no gym. Unless I'm by myself. Like we went on a vacation not too long ago and there was nobody in this little gym in the hotel. And I went in there and did my thing. But if it's a gym where you got people walking around these little tight stuff on, oh, hell no, I cannot. I'll be like, damn. And I can't even get my stuff in. So that when watching Chyna, I can't hardly focus on what my dear sister is saying because I'm looking at the Brazilian thing. I'm like, dang, is that real? Like, damn. And I can't help what goes through my mind. Like, what's the other chick? She married another chick and then they adopted some kid, poor thing. And I was like, that's on my mind when I see her. I said, she married a woman? I can't even look at her. What's the other chick name? I forgot her name. Light-skinned girl. Pretty girl, too. Candace Parker, right. I can't even, I'm looking, I said, you married a woman? I can't even get with that. I can't. I'm looking at her, and this is what stops me from actually enjoying the WNBA. Because it's always in my mind. Is she with a woman? I can't even, when I hear Sue Bird, I'll be like, shut up. I can't even do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I know they try to push them, they're pushing them hard on them commercials. They're pushing them hard. Yeah, she did. She had a child with a dude, but then they got divorced and she married a babe. And they show her and this woman with the child. That bothers me. That does. I ain't front. You know, it ain't like a Republican or conservative thing. It's just me. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I can't. So when I see her, I'll be like, damn. And then, you know, and Malika's like the brother hater. She's the brother hater on the show. I don't even know what's up. It's like, damn. Will somebody do something to her or what? Damn. Now, Monica, I could watch Monica. I could listen to Monica. There's some women I love listening to Doris Burke. I can listen to her all day. I don't like, you know, she's not my type, put it that way, but I can listen to her. Kustok from the Nets, love listening to her too, you know, and you know, I was never, anyway, but I could listen to her. And then there's a sister down there from DC. She used to play ball like Monica. Monica played ball in the DC area. This sister did too. I don't know if it was University of Georgetown or Maryland, but she's good too. I like listening to her. There's some people, you know, I try to be as fair as I can, but when you pushing out, when you know, they be pushing this stuff, man. Yeah, I love Monica. Monica knows her stuff. It was a very great pleasure for me to meet her, get a selfie with her. That was a good highlight. Taylor Rooks could play whatever she wants. She can play, put that sister out as much as you can. Put her on the thing as much as possible. Oh gosh, man. Yeah, Monica, Doris, Sarah Kustok. There's another sister in DC. She's good too. She knows her stuff. She used to play ball. Yeah, a few of them. You know, there's this little short sister. She's like 5 feet, 4'11", had a baby. She's nice too. I like her, and I like her game. I like how she interviews. Yeah, and then of course there's others that are not big time yet. What's that other sister name? What's her name? Sherrod. Chelsea. Oh yes, Chelsea. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Taylor Rooks. Oh yeah. Hey, have y'all seen Rebecca Harlow? Like, I know she was starting some communication thing, but I ain't seen her hide nor hair of her. Like, since she left the Knicks. Is she in another city doing her thing or what? I ain't never seen her. Taylor Rooks? No. Taylor Rooks? Oh, I love Rebecca Harlow. She was great, man. I knew that one day she was going to leave. Princeton and all that. I knew one day she was going to leave, but I liked her. I hope Chelsea Sherrod becomes a household name. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah. I know she's running her own communication gig, right, Keith? That's what I heard. And you know, I'm sure she's gonna be successful. I have no doubt about that. I just wanted to know where she was. I ain't seen her. I guess she's not in front of the camera no more. But tomorrow, the Knicks got a tough one. Memphis, tough one, y'all. Tough one. Now, Denver's not going to be easy either. In fact, Denver, I think, has been rolling a little bit, if I'm not mistaken, right? Denver just beat Minnesota. They beat the Anthony Ambulance graduate Joel Embiid. And they've been rolling pretty good. Let me see what they're 8-2 in their last 10. Yeah, Denver's been rolling a little bit. 8-2 in their last 10, fourth in the West. They're doing good. I like Tina Carvacio. She reminds me of a Long Island girl. She reminds me of somebody from Suffolk County, like I went to school with. Just not one person, but just in general. She had that Long Island vibe. I thought she was that Italian from Long Island. Yeah, Carvacio. She's still doing some stuff on TV. I forgot where she's at, though. Yeah, but they're 8-2 in their last 10, Corey. They might have lost yesterday, but they're 8-2 in their last 10. They lost to Minnesota, but they beat Philly. They beat Philly. Yeah, Angel Reese, I don't know what her persuasion is, but she's putting a good vibe out there. I like how she's doing her stuff, Angel Reese. She's very pretty, and she's putting a good vibe out there. Like the other girl, the Caucasian chick from Indiana, or she played in Iowa or something, that they blowing her up. You know, I'm glad. I'm glad she's giving a more wholesome look to the thing. Put it that way. She put. But Angel Reese is putting a good vibe out there. I like Angel Reese. Caitlin, yeah, Caitlin. My mom loves Caitlin, man. She could watch Caitlin all day. When Caitlin's playing, my mom's at the TV. She likes watching Caitlin play. She likes watching Caitlin. I like watching her play too. Caitlin Clark, she can ball. I like her game. She got that Doug Collins game for y'all that go back in the day. When Doug Collins was 23 years old, he played for the Philadelphia 76ers. Her game is a female version of Doug Collins. Doug Collins was very fast, 6'6", could run the floor, start a one-man break. Doug Collins was like that. He was that. This is before he became a coach, obviously, but she has a game like him. Her game reminds me of Doug Collins. A female version of Doug Collins. Yeah, she could ball. I like how she could ball. Reese banned from the WNBA? Nah, not Angel Reese. Nah. I think you gotta watch the rumors, man. I don't think so. Angel Reese? No. Banned from the WNBA for what? For what? For being too fine? What? What should be banned for? Let me see. No, she plays for the Chicago Skies, what I'm looking at right here. Young girl, 22 years old. Bayou Barbie. Shy Bar. She's playing for Chicago. You don't put out rumors like that. Be careful what you say, man. Because you know what? Sometimes people be spreading misinformation. Misinformation. Don't spread misinformation. Don't be part of that crew, man. Don't do that. Yeah, I was like, how you gonna ban Angel Reese? She's saving the game for the WNBA. They need somebody like that. The thing is that even if the WNBA was going to produce a product, like you get rid of all of them manly looking women, and you have regular sisters that play ball, like Angel Reese. And the thing is, even if you did that, they would have trouble making the same amount of money as the men's league, very simply because they can't play as many games, right? So the women, I don't know how many games is in a season for the WNBA. What's the season amount of games for the WNBA? Because that's how you get paid. How many games do you play? How many WNBA games in a season? So they play 40 games. They play 40 games in the WNBA. Yeah. So that's going to limit how much money they can make. See, so like football, right? So it used to be football played 12 games. And then it became popular. And about the time, late 60s, they moved it to 14 games. And so now they play 14 games for a long time. And then they moved it to 16 games. And the reason they do that is you make more money. That's why baseball makes the most money. Baseball plays 160 games. Okay, they play 160 games in the season, not including playoffs. So that's why, and they're traveling the cities and they're staying in those cities for 3 or 4 days, and they're playing a lot of games. That's why it's like almost like the traveling circus. They make more money. NBA, they play 82 games. Oh, Tia Cooper, that young lady is attractive. Damn, that young lady is attractive. Tia Cooper. There's some lucky young man out there that is connected to Miss Cooper. That young lady is attractive. What I'm saying, though, it's going to be hard for them to make the same amount of money or even close than the men make because they don't play as many games, and it's hard for them to play more games. I think you'd see more injuries. If they went to 60 games, they'd make more money, but you'd have more injuries. You know what I'm saying? That would be an idea I would try, though. I would try to get the ladies to play 60 games. And I would expand the rosters, and I'd be putting out a product that looked like Angel Reese, Caitlin, what's her name? Caitlin, not Caitlin, whatever her last name is. I would put more of that out there and push that home, that wholesome look and less tattoos and more ladylike and more game, like the girl that's at UConn now. I would put more of that out there, market it a little more, and then I would also make them play 60 games. Then you'd start seeing them making more money. And I'd let them play games, just coincide a little bit, just overlap with the NBA a little bit. Okay. Right. Get rid of the tattoos and let them, ball 60 games, maybe increase the roster. I don't know how much their roster is, but they would have 15 players, maybe 16. And then, you get more subs and all that. I think it would be a better game if they want to really make more money. That's what I would do. I would do it that way if I was them. Yeah, and then and less of the manly look, less of the jailhouse. What's that girl that was in jail in Russia all that time? Less of that, and more, Lisa Leslie type. Yeah, Lisa Leslie. That's a good one. What's that girl that was in jail in Russia? What's her name? I forgot her name. What's her name? Less of that and more Lisa Leslie. Yeah, less Brittany Griner, more Lisa Leslie. Give me more of that. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, and definitely less tattoo. In fact, I would ban tattoo. No tattoos. If you want to play in WNBA, get rid of the tattoo. Ban the tattoo. 60 games, more Lisa Leslies, more Angel Reeses, more Caitlins, less Griners, less Sue Birds, kissing girls and all that. Get rid of that. Yeah. But they ain't going to do that. I mean, if they do it, they won't announce it. They won't announce it. Like they quietly put Caitlin and Angel Reese out there. I like how they did it. Like they just started promoting them. They didn't tell you we're going to go less dykey and more lady. They just did it. You know what I'm saying? They didn't come and tell you we're going to make more Caitlins and more Angel Reeses and less Sue Birds and Grinders, but they just did it. So, man, I was watching a game on NBA TV. It was a 2014 game between the Miami Heat when they had LeBron and the Charlotte Hornets. And they looked it's like most of the guys did not have tattoos then. And it was a cold. My wife said, she said, man, where's this? These guys don't have all them tattoos all over them. And I said, you know what? They don't. It wasn't like it is now where everybody got to have a tattoo. It's like it's copycats. Well, that's the thing, Sean Boger. People make excuses for lowering standards and think because it's modern, it's okay. It's not okay. Tattoos are for people in gangs and in jail. That's what they're for. And sometimes there's a combination of gangs in jail, but you don't want to look like that. And you don't want your women looking like men that's been in jail. So I don't care what year it is. It's still not a good look. See? So it's like, no. Permanent ink on your skin, on your body is ridiculous. Yeah. Nah, there was this guy, even back in the day, Birdman, they used to call him. Tattoos. He had so much tattoos, man. He looked like a serial killer. It's like, damn, man. They call him Birdman. It's ridiculous. And I thought to myself, when I started seeing ladies do it, I was like, so you're going to be 50 years old one day, and you're going to tell your grandchildren where you got your tat from or your wrinkle behind? It makes no sense. I mean, yeah. Well, of course, everything on this thing is my opinion. It's my goddamn channel. Excuse my French. Oh, man. Yes, and guess where Iverson was before he came to the NBA? Right. Exactly, Dwayne Osborne. Oh, my gosh. So anyway, tomorrow, the Knicks play a very good Memphis team. And I don't know if Memphis got anybody on their injured list. Let's take a look. Is anybody? I think Memphis is pretty healthy now. That's going to be a problem. This is going to be a tough one. Let's see. Aldama is day to day with an illness. LaRavia is out with a back. Marcus Smart, well, as of Friday, he was out, but who knows? He's probably questionable. They got a few, but they're basically, most of their team is healthy. They're going to be ready to play. Yeah. So, I don't know if I'm going to watch football today. My teams are not in there. It would be the Giants or the Jets. I am glad that the Jets hired Aaron Glenn as their new head coach. I am glad that they did that. And the guy they went and got from Denver as their general manager, that was another good move. So that's how it starts, y'all. In both baseball and football and basketball, your coaching and your front office set the tone for what your team is going to be. Because those are the guys that pick the players that fit their system. And they create a system that works. Yeah. No, I'm not a Bills fan. Giants and Jets, and that's it. Giants and Jets. I might watch a little bit. I'm going to look at my Netflix and see what's on there. If there's something I want to watch on Netflix, then I ain't watching the football. Super Bowl Sunday, I'm going to be out at the shooting range. I ain't going to be watching no damn football. Super Bowl is just, that to me, it's just too, it's like Christmas. It's too commercialized. I'm not even a believer in Christmas, but I'm saying it's too much commercialized. Yeah, it's true, Richard Williams. It's a great. Most people don't realize what Richard Williams is saying here. You are watching an historic New York Knicks team right now. That's what you're watching. You're watching a historic part of the Knicks franchise right now. It's not going to last forever. One day, the Don's going to quit. One day, Tibbs is going to retire. One day, you're going to have a changing of the guard, and it's not going to be like it is now. Okay, you better hope that Dolan sells this team to somebody that that knows how to pick an organization, like what's the Cuban, somebody like that, because what you're watching right now, you really should appreciate what you got, because it don't last forever. The Knicks have had many front offices in the last 50 years, many, nothing like this, nothing like this. Nothing like this. I've recognized the Dom when he first started doing moves. That cat turned an old cat into 2 second-round picks in 1 weekend when he first got here. I'll never forget that. There was a dude that was a journeyman player, at best, journeyman player. He acquired this guy like on a Friday, and by Monday, he had 2 second-round picks for him. I said, okay, this cat right here, he's doing business, man. This cat's doing business, man. And he stored those second-round picks and used them late. That's cat's doing business, man. I was like, damn, this boy's playing chess right now. There you go. So we got something special right now. The Don is the next coming. You know who was like that? The guy that's now in Toronto. He made his name when he did the Carmelo Anthony trade. Masai Ujiri. He took over in Denver, president of basketball operations. He made the Carmelo Anthony trade, and of course, they won that trade. The Denver Nuggets won that trade. They got a whole bunch of talent. They got picks, and they built a team off of it, which you now see as a champion, right? So that started with Masai Ujiri. Then he goes to Toronto, and he gets Kawhi Leonard and sends a fan favorite. DeMar DeRozan he's probably going to have his number retired in Toronto. Sent him off and got Kawhi. Championship. Yeah, so. Yeah, right. He said, can we reinstate Shaq so we can send him to the Shanghai Dragons? It's funny, though, Louis Luck. Thanks for the fight. It was funny. Shaq left the Lakers because the Lakers were favoring Kobe over Shaq. And he was mad, and the Lakers were not happy with Shaq because after they won the championship, he came in way out of shape and broke his toe. And then he was complaining about Kobe taking too many shots. So the Lakers let him go, and he went to Miami. and he won the championship, right? So he wins that championship with Dwayne Wade, a young Dwayne Wade. And at that time, this goes so far back, Udonis Haslem was actually in the rotation. So they won the championship. So then he wanted a whole bunch more money, and Pat Riley said no. So then he goes to Phoenix, and he says, people should doubt me. You're going to learn. Sometimes I do things, like win championships. And the Miami chip was his last one. He went all over the league trying to get that last chip. Y'all, some of you remember, let's win a ring for the king. He came to Cleveland talking about, let's win a ring for the king. Didn't work until he left. Then he went to Boston. I think he finished his career in Boston. He was making his rounds all over the place trying to get that last chip because Kobe was telling him, I got 5. You got 4. And 3 of yours came with me. And he was trying to get that last one. Couldn't do it. Talking all that mess. Couldn't do it. He started getting old and fat and couldn't get back in shape. And that was the end of him. And then the same thing happened with Charles Barkley. One time Pippen said, you need to get your fat butt in shape. When they was playing in Houston together, he said, you need to get your fat butt in shape. And Barkley barked back at him. And they sent Barkley back to Philly, and he proceeded to mess his knee up. And that was the end of him. And he was out of shape too. Barkley got really in shape a couple of seasons. The first season he got really in shape, he won the MVP. And then he went to Phoenix and he got really in shape and went to the final. Last time you seen Barkley in shape. Yeah, that was it. He just didn't like to work out, but the boy could eat a little bit. He could eat a little bit now. When he was in college, they called him the round mountain rebound, and he earned that mess because he could eat a little bit. So yeah, yeah. Get your fat butt in shape. Oh man, the NBA. What are you gonna do? So Shaq should shut up. He got a nice career. Get over the Knicks. The Knicks rent space in his head. He needs to stop it. They were renting space for a long time in Reggie Miller's head. But I think, what do y'all think? I think Reggie Miller's kind of gotten over it. Because Josh Hart jumped in Reggie Miller's face last year. You remember when they were shouting, F you, Reggie? And he said, you know what they're saying, right? And he came and told them. Josh Hart is nuts, man. He is entertainment. Him and Brunson are entertainment. Is that what Shaq said, Sean? The city of New York is overrated? Okay. I'm sure there are at least 20 million people that disagree with that. Oh my gosh, man. Maybe that's the whole thing. Maybe that's the thing. He just wants to be anti-New York, and that's his thing. Yeah, maybe that's it. Yeah. Yeah, Josh Hart is nuts, man. He's crazy. Anyway. Yeah. Well, if the playoffs started today, it would either be Orlando or Detroit. I like our chances against either of those teams. Well, I mean, Gatto's from New Jersey. He don't disdain New York, Richard Baptiste. That ain't no excuse. Cat was raised in New Jersey. He don't disdain New York. New York was his team. He loved New York. I don't understand it. I don't understand what that don't make no sense. Oh, because you ain't this to Lewis Luck. Is that what? Thanks for the $2. Oh, I see. That what it is? He's still holding that childhood gripe because his feelings was hurt. Brett Massive, thanks for the $5. Appreciate that. Yeah, man. Nah. He definitely got an anti-New York thing. Him and what's that dude that played for the Nets? Oh, God. At University of Arizona, played for the Nets, won a chip with Cleveland. What's that boy's name, man? I can see his face. He's another one. I hate hearing his voice. He hates New York. You know what I'm talking about. He played for the Nets. Richard Jefferson. Thank you. Richard Jefferson is another one. I think Reggie Miller has gotten over his anti-New York hate. He wants to be a professional analyst, and so he seems to have been dedicating himself to that. Richard Jefferson is annoying. He's like that dog that's yapping at your foot pants and you want to kick him. That's what Jefferson is. Shaq is just a big penis head. Look like a big eraser head. Don't ever say that again. Oh my gosh, man. Has he really? I can't even hear him. I was listening to him the other night against somebody. I forgot. It wasn't the Knicks. It was another game. But I was like, Dad, I can't even hear his voice. I don't like him. He is annoying, right? Come on, he's annoying. He's annoying as hell, man. Oh my God. So anyway, the Knicks. What's the thing for tomorrow? Let me see something. Is the Knicks favored tomorrow against? Are the Knicks favored against? They're probably not. It's probably. I bet you they're going to favor Memphis in this game. I can understand it. Memphis is joke. It ain't no joke, man. Memphis ain't no joke. The Grizzlies ain't no joke, man. They can ball. They're favoring the Knicks. It's close though. 47-53. ESPN. BSPN says the Knicks 47-53. Yeah. Oh yes. Arenas. Yeah. That's another one. Yeah, that's another Nick hater. No, actually, Kavan, we're not the underdogs. They got Memphis at 47%, the Knicks at 53% tomorrow. The Knicks are favored, slightly favored. So Brunson against Ja. Oof. Ooh, you better have Mikal Bridges trying to guard Brunson, Ja tomorrow. That's a handful. Houston ain't no joke either. No, you ain't lying. Houston ain't no joke either. Houston is no joke. Houston ain't no joke. Although who was Detroit playing last night? Detroit was playing somebody last night. And some fool got the nerve to jump in Beef Stew face. I was like, yo, you must be crazy, man. Beef Stew was ready to throw down against LeBron. You gonna jump in Beef Stew face? Oh, it was somebody from Orlando, one of them young kids about to get their career ended. You can't be messing around with Beef Stew. What's wrong with you, man? Beef Stew's a roughneck of the Roughnecks, man. Yeah, it was the Magic. Somebody on the Magic started jumping in Beef Stew's face. Like, was you crazy? You must be crazy. Beef Stew and Precious Achua are both Oakley 2.0. Both of them. Oh, Wendell Carter. That's right. The dude that's he's a junior level partner in the Anthony Ambulance School of Unavailability. Got the nerve to try to jump in Beef Stew face and probably get his hangnail done and end this season or something. Don't be messing with Beef Stew. You must be crazy. I know. Wendell is from Chicago and all that, but don't mess with Beef Stew. He ain't the one, man. He ain't the one. Don't be messing with him. Oh, yeah, both Thompson, Asor and Amen are the deal. Defenders, two-way players, both of them, really good. The Houston kid is good, and, of course, the Detroit kid is good. They're really good. One, the Detroit kid, I'm glad. He had some sort of blood problem or heart problem he came back from. Good to see him. Really good player. Really good. Both of those boys could ball. Look, no. I'm never surprised when a guy picked in the top 15 or even the top 10 could ball. Because that's what you picked so high for. Okay. If you pick that high, you should be able to ball. To me, the surprising guys are the guys picked at the latter half of this first round or into the second round, like Jalen Brunson or like MitchRob picked in the second round. That's where you get surprised. I'm not surprised you get rookies that could ball and they're picked in the top 10. That's why they get picked so high. I mean, look, if the Knicks picked in the top 10, wouldn't you expect that rookie to play? I mean, right? But the Knicks don't never pick in the top 10. The last time the Knicks picked in the top 10, I think it was Obi. That was the last guy. And he was picked 8th, right? I think it was Obi. He was picked 8th. Yeah, so. But, well, the thing is, I like Beef Stew's game. But the thing is, we already got Precious. See, it's like this. I got a woman, right? So if I see another woman that looks good to me, what? I'm going to drop my woman because this woman looks good? You know what I'm saying? You committed. I got Precious. I don't need to go trade for Beef Stew. I got Precious. You know what I'm saying? I got Precious. I'm good, right? It's like people saying, well, we need to trade Deuce and get Marcus Smart. I had to cut them off too. It's like, what the hell's wrong with you? So you're going to Deuce, you got Deuce on a contract that's 1 year. The whole contract of Deuce is 1 year Marcus Smart salary. Yeah, exactly, Guilford. You know, people don't know no loyalty, man. I mean, I understand if this was Isaiah Thomas's Knicks, or even if it was Phil Jackson's Knicks. You know, I can understand the lack of loyalty because you're desperate for a winner, right? I get it. You're desperate for a winner, but see, now in New York, you got a winner. You got long-term sustainable winning in New York. Be loyal to your guys. That's what I'm saying. People talking about trading MitchRob, you're gonna lose me, man. Or you talking about firing Thibodeau, you got to be on some sort of hard opioid. Are you crazy? What is wrong with you? Don't you remember Fitzgockles or Derek Fisher or Hornacek? You don't remember these guys? And you're talking about firing Thibodeau? Oh gosh. Oh. That's what I'm saying, man. If this was, like I said, if this was 10 years ago, if it was 10 years ago and, you know, you desperate for a winner, I hear you. Trade for this one. Trade, do anything. Let's get a winner in here. But now you got one. So stop. Don't trip. Don't follow these dudes that's out here, you know, trying to make a deal, rolling the dice. We're past that now. We're not in rebuild no more. We're a legit contender now. You know, we're a legit contender, you know. So, but I told y'all when we got Precious, he wasn't no throw-in. And I had these pimply ones in Twitter talking about, he said he was Charles Oakley 2.0. Well, yeah, now what? Now what? Now what? Now what? Towns said very plainly, they asked him, is your thumb causing your shot to go off? He said, hell yeah. He said it. So we don't have to even guess about that. Towns basically said the thumb is off. The thumb's causing my shot to be off. But he'll pay through it. We don't worry about Towns. Towns is playing inspired basketball. We don't need to worry about Karl-Anthony Towns. He's going to be out there and he's going to ball. He's a starter for the Eastern Conference on the All-Star game. He's going to ball. You know what I'm saying? So don't worry about Karl-Anthony Towns. He got it going on and he's going to keep getting it going on. You know who got to worry? Anybody that has to guard him. I would be worried if I'm Edie or Jaren Jackson Jr. or even the Joker and I got to guard that dude. I don't want to do it. So, yeah, they got to be worried. Hey, did y'all notice that Khalil Ware is getting a lot of minutes in Miami? Like, he started the other day. And he's balling. And Spoelstra came out and said he earned it. I was like, you earned it over Bam? I was like, shoot. Khalil Ware is balling. That's another one of the guys I wanted. You know, I liked his game coming out of Indiana. He came out of Mike Woodson's situation. John Pettit, you got it. You can't win. You can't win. There's some places, people, you just can't win. You can't win. Yeah, I did say them play together, Donde, but that particular game I was watching, they lost big to, I think it was Boston or Oklahoma. They lost to a really good team. They lost big, but Khalil Ware started that game. And the announcer from Miami was saying that the coach said he earned it. Yep. Hey, listen, JD Sports Talk. Everybody gets a chance to look bad in the NBA, right? There's no monopoly on that. It's the Celtics' turn coming. It's Cleveland's turn coming. Everybody gets a chance to look bad in the NBA. It's the league, right? So the Knicks, everybody was tripping because they lost a few games. I told y'all, long term, they're going to be good. And they are, right? Well, I don't know about that, Richard Baptiste. I think it's just the wear and tear of the grind. Every team goes through it. Every team, y'all try to pick on Tibbs. He's overplaying these guys. These guys are tired. The legs are gone. Every team in the league goes through the same thing. Every team, without exception, every team goes through that. So when you see a team coming out the gate like the Cavs did, they're going to go through the doldrums. Everybody does. It's going to happen. The key thing is how short can you make that doldrums? And how can you respond after you come out of it? Because every team gets their second win. Everybody does. It's the league. Yeah, Mobley, and Mobley is that guy I knew he was going to be. And when he's healthy, he's something else, man. He can shoot the three. He can guard the rim. He can run the floor. He can handle the ball. You can't, this guy can do it all. Mobley is that guy, okay? So I'm thinking, yeah, it's the league, man. That's what I'm saying. Any given night, the league, you can lose. It doesn't matter. Yeah, so any given night. So it's the league, man. Every team's got to go through it. It's not just the Knicks. And that's what I wish people would do. Instead of just focusing, like the Knicks are the only team that lost 2 or 3 in a row. Tibbs is the only guy that plays an 8-man rotation. Look at all the teams. Look at them. Most of them do 8 and 9-man rotations. Everybody does. Okay? And everybody goes through the tired legs. Everybody does. And it can happen on any given night. A guy can show up and you think he's ready to play and all of a sudden you don't have it. It just happens. It's the league. When do I think the Knicks will get calls like the teams that play us? Never. That's why I said the Knicks just get used to playing 5 against 8 and just ball. Forget the refs. Just play. Josh Hart, I don't quite blame him because he is getting fouled. But and his spirit and energy, the arguing goes with it. It's like, I don't know if y'all remember Rasheed Wallace in his prime. He used to get texts almost every game, and he'd be arguing with the refs. It was him. One time he got a text. Yeah, I saw it. He found somebody. He was arguing with the ref, right? And then he stood there and said, the ball don't lie because the guy missed the first shot, and they gave him a text for that. He said, the ball don't lie, see? And he gave him a text. Josh Hart is the same spirit as Rasheed, man. He said, the ball don't lie. That's right. It's his passion, man. You got to let him have that. That's him. You can't take that away from him. That's the way it is. Okay. He knows he got to control. So I love me some Josh Hart, though. That's my man, though. He is funny as anything, man. Oh my God. He's a nutcase. And him and Brunson together, Abbott and Costello 2.0. Man. Yes, that's exactly right. Lewis Luck said, Miami always finds players and competes every year. That's the system we aspire to have here. Rose is right, exactly. And the thing is that as subtle as it is, Miami knows the players that fit in their system. It's not necessarily the best player that everybody sees, but it's a guy that fits in their system. And that's what they want. They might be better players than Hakeem Jaquez, right? But Hakeem Jaquez fit what they want to do in their system. It's the same with Tibbs. Last night, did you hear the coach after the game? He said, Doug said, Tibbs knows how to find guys like Josh Hart. Josh Hart wasn't as good as this when he was in New Orleans or LA or Portland. He was coming in Portland. But when he gets to New York, it's a whole nother level. Tibbs knows what type of player he wants. It's not necessarily what everybody said, we should be drafting this guy and going after this guy. No, does he fit Tibbs? That is why I was telling y'all, he's got to get Deuce McBride from West Virginia, and he's got to get, and I said, he's got to get Trey Murphy III. If you can't get Trey Murphy III, get Quentin Grimes. Why? Because they fit what he wants to do. That's why. Grimes played pretty good the other night. They lost, Dallas lost to somebody. I forgot who they lost to. But Grimes was playing pretty good, man. I was like, he getting his regular minutes. He should get his money at the end of this year, though. He didn't sign no extension. He should get an extension at the end of this year. Boston, it was Boston, right? It was Boston, that's right. And KP was playing tough. And they were missing, Dallas was missing a lot of key players. Okay. Yeah, but you got it. People don't think about players that fit what Tibbs is trying to do. First, they hate Tibbs, and then they only looking at what they think works instead of what Tibbs knows works for him, right? So, yeah, I'm still Grimes Hive, man. I'm always Grimes Hive. I'm Grimes Hive, and I'm Obi Hive, no doubt. I'm always on Obi. To me, is always New York. I don't care what, because Obi's from New York. So I don't care where he's playing. Obi's New York. I always liked him. Shoot, I will always like Obi Toppin, and I will always like Quentin Grimes. Period. And I'm still like, IQ. RJ, those are my boys still, man. Yeah, but it's interesting. Draymond Green was the rebounder, defender, right? Stephen Curry, the scorer, and Klay Thompson, the wing that could shoot. And on the Bulls, you had Dennis Rodman, the defender and rebounder. You had Michael Jordan, and you had Scottie Pippen, the wing that could score. The Knicks got a very similar situation. They got the point guard that could score, Jalen Brunson, the wings that can defend, wing stop, right? And then they got the rebounding guy and Josh Hart, rebounding defender. So the Knicks got really I'm telling y'all, the Knicks could come out of the East. I don't care what anybody says. And when Mitch Robinson come back, the Knicks could come out of the East. I know people thinking they're going to say, oh, you delusional. Okay, great. The Knicks could come out of the East. No, just that he's, I'm expecting to hear him cleared for practice by Friday. I'm looking for that. Reddish is doing the same thing that he's done. He shows flashes of greatness. He gets some playing time, then he gets hurt. There's times when you don't even know Cam Reddish is on the floor, and there's times where he looks like, where has this guy been? Like he dominates. So he's frustrating to me. I liked him as the best of those triplets coming out of Duke, but he has frustrated me, and he has very disappointed me. Every time he's like Frank Ntilikina. He gets his chance to play, he gets hurt. And the guy got talent. He could play basketball. He's got the talent to play the game. There's no doubt. But he just, and then there's times he's on the floor. You don't even know he's on the floor. He disappears. It's like, where's Cam? Is he in the game? Shoot. Yeah. Brunson knew what he's doing. Brunson knew. Mm-hmm. Pat Will, I'm a little disappointed. But Pat Will has shown me that he's an elite defender. So that's why I expected Pat Will to be that guy that could do it all. I really did. Not in his first 2 years because he was like 18 or 19, but by now. But he's been hurt a lot, and he has not been able to score consistently. But he is a great defender. Patrick Williams, as you would expect, out of Florida State, Leonard Hamilton. I don't know a guy that hasn't come out of Florida State and can't play defense. Not in the NBA. And if you come out of Florida State, and that's why I wanted Melo's son to go to Florida State. When he listed Florida State as this possibility, I said, man, go to Florida State. He could already score, but if he comes out of Florida State, he'll play some defense. Let me explain to y'all. Do y'all understand why Donte DiVincenzo will not be back in New York in the next 3 years? Y'all understand that? He's not coming back. I'm asking you seriously. Do you understand why he will not be back here? He's not coming back here. He's not. Right. He's got a contract for the next 4 years. That's number one. Number two, Minnesota wanted him in the trade. They did not want Julius. They wanted Donte. Why is that? Because he's a championship piece, Donte DiVincenzo. Right? So you got him locked in to a contract that's $12 million a year, which in a year from now is going to seem like a steal because that's a bargain. And so you got a starter locked in his prime that's a championship piece. Conley can't go on forever. You need to have Donte in there. So, and Donte is clutch. Please, there's nobody on this earth that watches basketball that cannot tell me that Donte DiVincenzo is not clutch. He is clutch. Okay, so yeah, no, he's not coming back to New York. He's not. Maybe at the end of his career, but I don't see him doing it in the next couple of years. They're going to try to win this chip with Donte as they start in point guard, which they should do. Yeah, which they should do. So, yeah, Dante's not coming back. Sounds like a nice Cinderella story, but no, that ain't going to happen. He's not coming back here. I liked it. Everybody liked that. Who didn't like Donte DiVincenzo? Donte DiVincenzo is clutch, man. Clutch. Still is. Still is. I like his game. Shoot. But I'm trying to be realistic. He ain't coming back here. Not to New York. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they trade Juju. I wouldn't be surprised. But they would want to trade him and downgrade the contract. Like, in other words, get somebody that's making less money than him. Now you're really saving tax money. But you got to get somebody that's as effective as Juju. It ain't that easy, man. As knucklehead as Juju could be, as problem child as he could be, he can ball. You're not going to get a lot of power forwards that can do double the 2010 like him. You can't. You're not going to get a lot that can do that. Yes, a year from this past December, Deuce will get an extension. He's eligible for an extension, and he's going to get an extension December of 2025. Yes, he will. Yeah, I love Dante. Tough, heady, IQ, clutch. What can we? Yeah. So that's there, but he ain't coming back here. His career, I hope he does well. I hope Minnesota goes to the finals. I want to see him succeed. I like to see Juju succeed too. I like to see both of them succeed. I like to see both of them win. But it's hard. Now Minnesota has the same problem we had. There's not many players that's going to give you what Julius Randle can give you. 2010. There's not. How many power forwards can do 2010? I don't know many. Y'all know any? I mean, Anthony Davis. Who else? What power forward in the NBA can consistently get you 20 points and 10 rebounds? I don't know many. Tell me something. I don't know. Because I don't see them. They're not out there. Bam, I guess you could say he's a power forward, but he plays center, right? He's been playing power forward recently, but that's not his position. He plays center. So, and Bam is not a 2010 guy. Bam is not a 2010 guy. He's not. Bam Adebayo is not 2010. So I asked y'all, give me a 2010 guy. Let me get, now y'all call it, I'm going to look and see what is Bam's stats. Bam is not a 2010 guy. He's just not. But let me see. I'm going to find out now. Let's see. Bam Adebayo he averages 16 points. Bam averages 16 points and 10 boards. So he's a 16-10 guy. Very solid. Very solid. No doubt about it. But that ain't 2010. Juju will get you 20 plus and 10 plus. That's Juju. Mobley, I'll give you Mobley. If he's not doing it now, he's going to. Sabonis is a 5. He's not a 4. Sabonis is a 5. He played the 4 in Indiana, which is why he's now in Sacramento. He's a 5. Sengun can do it. See? But look at this. Look at what we're talking about. You're talking about Alperen Sengun. You're talking about Evan Mobley. That's what you're talking about. So who are you going to get to replace Julius that gets you 2010? You think Cleveland's going to let you have Mobley? You think Houston's going to let go of Sengun? Maybe. I don't think they would, though. That would be a bad move. But Paolo Banchero, yes. But look at these guys we're naming. Look at these guys. No, Tatum's not 2010. Tatum's 20, but he ain't 10. I don't think so. Tatum is 20 points a game. There's no doubt about that. But I don't think he's 10. Nuh-uh. Alperen Sengun is. I will give you that. Let's see. Let's look at Jason Tatum. Well, he's 27-9. So I got to take back my words on that. I think he's close. 27-9 is close enough. Jason Tatum is 27-9. Yeah, so he's close enough. I'll give you that. I'll give you Jason Tatum. But Sengun, Tatum, Paolo, Franz is not a 4. He could play the 4, but he's a 3. But you're talking about Sengun, Paolo Banchero. I get that. Mobley, yep, I get that. I'm with y'all on that. But really, if you look at the players you're naming, do you think any of those teams are going to give you that guy for Julius Randle? I don't think so. I don't think so. You hear what I'm saying? I don't think Evan Mobley's going anywhere for Julius Randle. I don't think Paolo's going anywhere for Julius Randle. Franz Wagner's not going anywhere for Julius Randle. They damn sure ain't trading Jason Tatum for Julius Randle. So, yeah, there's that. And Evan Mobley, I'm going on the promise of 2010. I don't think he's getting 2010 right now. Let's look at Evan Mobley. Let's take a look at my man. He's 18-9. Well, he's close. He's not quite Juju, but he's coming. He's a young buck. He's coming. Zion is definitely 2010. But can you get Zion to play, could be as available as Juju? Y'all think Zion could become as available as Juju? I don't think so. You can get Zion for 40 games, 50 games. I'll take Juju for 72. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. It's hard to fill what he can do at a reasonable price. If I'm Minnesota, I let Juju test the market. And I'll offer him a contract. But it ain't going to be no $200 million next year. That's what I would do. I would probably give Julius Randle 3 years, $100 million. I would do that. I would give him 3 years, $100 million next year. But if I'm Minnesota, that's reasonable when you're talking about these other guys y'all talking about. Paolo is a $200+ million player. Tatum is a $300+ million player, right? Right? So you're not going to get, Mobley's going to be a $300+ million player. You're not going to get these guys for no $100 million. Okay. So Zion is a $200 million player. So if I'm them GMs, you got to remember, these are real GMs with real money. They could lose their real job by making the wrong trade. They could be out of a job. And David Griffith, I respect him. He's not going to make a stupid deal. Yeah. So you got guys that are, so you got Juju is coming off of his $100-something million contract. He's probably going to get another $100 million contract, but he ain't getting no $200 million contract. And if I'm Minnesota, yeah, I give him 3 years. I give him 3 years, 90 million, 3 years, 110, call it a day. And I say, if you can get better, go get it. Yep. So, but Zion, and the thing is, Zion, I've seen him. Have y'all seen him recently? He looked like he lost weight, right? I mean, he don't look fat no more. I think Zion looked like he's in pretty good shape. I think they just really just pacing him. He's on a minutes restriction. Yeah. But Zion is in shape. In fact, I was just yesterday, I was looking at their schedule because I want to watch them play. I am a fan of an in-shape Zion Williamson. I love seeing him play. He is a game changer when he's on the floor. I mean, he really is. So Pelicans can go from being a team fighting for the play-in, and they lost a lot of freaking games this year, to a team that's really a team that's a playoff team, just with Zion. I mean, shoot. Yeah, he has to really be. If I don't understand the problem, he needs to go keto. Just go keto or carnivore. Just give that boy all the protein. Keep him away from donuts and cookies, and let the boy do his thing. I mean, so I don't know, but I don't understand. But hey, that's him making all that money. Shoot, I'd hire trainers. I have spies watching him. But I'd have the food police. Here, did you have a steak this morning? Okay, here's some more lamb chops. Here's some chicken. Not fried chicken either. Baked chicken. No biscuits. No biscuits. I think New Orleans is going to trade Brandon Ingram. And I think Brandon Ingram wants to be traded. That's what I think. I think they're a better team with Zion and Trey Murphy III and Herb Jones. They just need a steady guy at the 5. They need a steady guy at the 5, which is why people are looking at MitchRob, because he's, he lived down there. But they need a 5. If they can get a steady guy at the 5 with a healthy Zion, they are going to be rough. They really are. Yeah. I don't know what Brandon Ingram's growing, but I think he's going to be traded. I don't know, and I don't know who would take him. Maybe it would be San Antonio. I don't know, but he's hurt a lot. And he's making a lot of freaking money. So I don't know. I don't know what they do, but he's making a lot of freaking money. Let me see. Brandon Ingram. How old is this kid? Brandon Ingram is 27 years old. He's getting paid $36 million this year. He's 27 years old. He's getting $36 million. That's a lot of freaking money, man. I don't know. Yeah, no, I'm not trading MitchRob. I'm sorry. I'm loyal to MitchRob. MitchRob is fam. MitchRob is fam. We're not trading MitchRob. No, we're not. No, not for the Pillsbury Doughboy. I mean, if he stays in shape, but damn, can he stay in shape for more than 10 games? Damn, Zion is on the donut problem, man. Damn, some people it's time to make the donuts. He's like, it's time to eat the donuts. Man, I am not giving up MitchRob for the Pillsbury Doughboy. I'm paying MitchRob to be a part-time player. MitchRob could play 40 games for me and help me win a championship. I am not waiting for $40 million a year Pillsbury Doughboy to give up, Krispy Kremes. Hell no. MitchRob, worst thing he eats is catfish. Country bumpkin that he is. He might eat some catfish or some alligator or something. But he ain't eating, MitchRob ain't gonna get stuck on no Krispy Kreme. You ain't gonna see him down there stuffing his face with Oreos. Not MitchRob. The Pillsbury Doughboy, on the other hand, you got to watch him every second. Shoot. Otherwise, he be done. You go in the room and you have powder all over his face from the powdered donuts. You like, you did it again. There, gun it, man. Sure. Now, I'm sorry. I am not trading Mitchell Robinson for anybody. I'm keeping MitchRob. I got my squad. Give me MitchRob off my bench, and we rolling. We rolling. Right, he down there eating fried Oreos. He down there eating fried Oreos and fried ice cream and fried this and fried that. No, hell no. I'm keeping MitchRob. Yeah, you know what I mean? So, but Zion does look in good shape now. I saw him play the other night. He looked good. I was like, damn, he looked good. And he was mad because he's on a 28-minute restriction, which is perfect. And he had get up to his 28 minutes and they took him out. He was mad. Said, man, keep your ass in shape and you can play some more. You know what I mean? Stop eating them damn donuts and you can play some more. You know what I mean? So, yeah, MitchRob, anything that moves that's protein, he eat it. Alligators, snakes, shrimps, crabs, whatever the hell. But you ain't gonna see MitchRob stuck on no donuts. But Zion, on the other hand, shoot. And bad influence would be Josh Hart. He be eating the candy and the donuts. They're going. Oh gosh, man. Oh, I don't know, Pettit, about the no defense part. No. That's not. No, Zion is a very high IQ basketball player. Very high IQ, man. Don't sleep on him now. Just because he's a fat boy, he's a high IQ player. He really is. He know how to play IQ, man. No, don't sleep on him. If Zion was consistently in shape, oh my gosh, his team, yeah, he'd be rough, man. No. So I'd be nice, but I wouldn't be trading MitchRob. I am loyal to my New York Knicks, and MitchRob has got my heart. I want the country boy on my team. I am not trading him. I'm not. Sorry, nice. I'm not doing it. I'm not trading Mitchell Robinson. I want him coming off my bench. He is going to win me this chip this year that I've been waiting a long time for. I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. I'm not sending him back to the Bayou. He can stay right in New York City. He stay right here. Keeping Big Mitch. I'm keeping Block Ness. There's no way I'm not trading Block Ness. You can't make me fire Thibodeau. You can't make me trade Deuce. You can't make me get Block Ness. No, not doing it. I don't give a crap who it's for. And you talking about the Pillsbury Doughboy. Hell no, not doing it. Not only that, seriously though, if you wanted to trade for Zion Williamson, right, the Knicks got to send out more than $40 million. They ain't got that. Who they going to send out? What, you want to trade? Got that? Hell no. I'm not trading Bridges. I'm not trading OG. No, I'm not trading Josh Hart. No. No, we good, man. We good. The Knicks have to send out more than $40 million. You only got 13 in Mitch. So you need another $28 million. I don't know where you're getting that from, but that's what you need. Oh, hell no. I'm not trading Bridges. No. You don't give away 5 picks for a guy to trade him. No. We good. We got our team. See, you got to recognize once you got your team, you got your team. This ain't Phil Jackson's Knicks. This ain't Isaiah Thomas's Knicks. This ain't Glenn Gunwald's Knicks. This is the Don's Knicks. We good. We good. We don't need to make no moves. People need to try to make us make moves to break up our squad, break up the Knicks, because we're going to be kicking people in their behind. As soon as MitchRob come back, we're going to be having foot in NBA butt. Oh, yeah. Bridges wasn't worth one first. Oh, okay. So you're drinking. What are you drinking? Nice. Is it Wild Irish Rose or what do you got, a 40 next to you? What is it? Were you sitting there with a 40 and some Doritos or something? What you drink? Come on, man. Whatever it is, put it down. Put it down. Whatever it is, put it down. Drink some water. Get some water, man. You riding it though. You must be. Wasn't worth one first. Were you crazy? Shoot. When they're coming down Madison Avenue with that float and that chip, come back and say that again. That's what I want. Do that. Then big bug, then have a conniption for Zion. Then you know what I'm saying? Because we getting ready to do this thing, man. We getting ready to do this chip thing. We ain't got no time for that BS. We getting ready to do this thing. That's all I'm saying. We getting ready to get this trophy, man. We trying to get this thing. Let's get that hardware up in here. AP, you know what though? Joel Embiid does not want to see Mitchell Robinson. He does not. Joel Embiid. He does not want to see Mitchell Robinson. He don't want nothing to do. There are two teams that have nightmares about MitchRob. That they be like, just wake up, it was just a dream. It's the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Philadelphia 76ers. They don't want to see nothing parts of that country boy from the Bayou. They don't want to see nothing from him. No, they don't. Yeah, I can't believe there was a bunch of people in Knicks Nation about we need to trade all Stephen A. Smith, treat half the team to get Embiid. We need to get Embiid. We need to give whatever it takes to get Embiid. Get the hell out of here. This guy can't even. He's another dude. At least Kemba Walker got heart. He played on one leg with heart. Embiid ain't got no heart. In New York, you got to bring heart, man. You got to bring something. You can't be coming in here playing with no heart on one leg. Get the hell out of here. And then they're asking for $50 million. What, are you crazy? No, man. It's like I'm talking like I'm in a Chinese movie. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? I mean, what? Shoot. Yeah, right? We shake. Wake up, it was just a dream. He's not here. Mitchell, Robinson. Wake up, it's just a dream. He's not here. MitchRob have him wearing diapers. Shoot. And then he had the nerve pull on MitchRob's leg, mess him up like that. Yeah, he don't want to see us, man. We ain't got to worry about him, though. Philly not even in the play-in, right? Philly not even in them fools not even in the play-in right now. I mean, he would love to be in the play-in. Right now, Philly's a game out of the 10th place. They're in the 11th spot right now. I don't want to hear nothing from Embiid. Go eat another donut or something, man. Do something. Get out of here. Shoot. I don't hear nothing from Embiid. And then, look, seriously, though, if I was Philly, if I was the owner of the Philadelphia 76ers, first of all, I'll fire Daryl Morey, fire him. I'll trade Joel Embiid for whatever I could get for him. I want picks. I will give some of those picks for somebody to take PG-13 off my hands, and I'll build around Tyrese Maxey. That's what I would do. I would trade Embiid today. Whoever's sucker enough to want to take him. Who wants him? Give me your best offer for Embiid right now. I'll take it. And then I'll give you 2 first-round picks if you take PG-13 off my hands. And then I'm building around Tyrese Maxey. That's what I would do. And I would have did that yesterday. That's right. Take McCain, take Maxey, move forward. Get picks. Especially try your best to get Cooper Flag. Try your best to get Cooper Flag. That's what you got to do. Otherwise, get rid of all them cats. Keep Maxey, keep McCain, move forward. Try your best to get Cooper Flag. That's what I would do. And I heard, you know what? I got to start looking at, I got to start paying attention to the college ball, right? Because this is about the time you get into February when they start getting into tournament time. I mean, their own conference tournament time. That's when you start seeing the ball players. Let me see now. What is it called? Tankathon. Yeah, Tankathon. Let me see who they got. Let me see. I got to look at some of these guys, man. Let's see. Let's see. Big board. Yeah, Cooper Flag is rated number 1. Dylan Harper. I've seen a little bit of Dylan Harper. That boy could ball. Ace Bailey. Those cats from Rutgers. Yep. Them. Yep. Trey Johnson from Texas. I'm just giving a little bit. I'm going to get deeper into it. Not that the Knicks are drafting anybody this year. And please don't start with trading away all these people to get some rookie. Don't do it. It ain't going to happen. Okay. Yeah. So. Yeah. So. Yeah. I'm trading everybody. I'm trading Embiid. I'm trading everything I got if I'm Philly except Maxey and McCain. Give me picks. I'll take as many picks as y'all want to give me. Come on. Let's get it done. You want Embiid? Take him. I'm getting rid of him right now. Yeah, we might get Detroit. Did the Knicks still have Detroit's first, or did they trade that for Mikal Bridges? Do they still got Detroit's first? I wonder if they still got it because I know they gave up a lot. Let me see that spot. Let me look at Spot Rec. Spot Rec is pretty good. Let me know these things. Let's take a look at the Knicks. What do we have this year? I don't think the Knicks have. Do they have Detroit's right now? Do they still have it? Let me just take a look. Let's take a look here. They got, as far as picks, I think they must have traded Detroit because right now the Knicks #1 goes to Brooklyn. They got Washington's top 10 protected. That's 2025. They got their own pick in 26. They got Washington's top 8 protected. They ain't getting that. They got their 2027 to Brooklyn. Their 2028 is top 16 protected to Brooklyn. No, I think they done paid. I don't think they had Detroit's pick no more. I think they traded that. They traded Detroit's pick. They traded Milwaukee's pick, which they would also get. Milwaukee's pick was only like top 4 protected, so they would get Milwaukee's pick. Yeah, but no, they ain't getting it now. No, we gave all that up. I'm glad we did. I'd rather give that up and get a championship than be worried about getting picked. But I got to start looking at these guys. Cooper Flagg is the clear #1 pick. This year. He's one of them clear-cut #1 picks. He's cat this year. Clear-cut #1 pick. So if I'm Philly, I'm tanking for Cooper. I want to get rid of Embiid now. First, I'd fire Daryl Morey, the guy get you in a lot of trouble. And then I get a more solid GM. I'm getting rid of Embiid. I'm getting rid of PG-13. I'm getting rid of everybody except for Maxey and McCain. I'm building around them. Yep. Tank. It's time. Get back to the process. Get back to the process. So. No, AP, we got some. We just don't have them like the Knicks got their own 2026 first round pick. They got their own they got one of 2028. They have 2 of them, but one of them's going to Brooklyn. They got their 2029, 2030 first round pick. They got picks. They'll be all right. The Knicks will be all right. 2025, we don't. We just got Washington's top 10 protected, and they're going to be in the top 10. 2026, we got our own. 27, we gave it to Brooklyn. And not only that, look, y'all know the Don is the guy in charge, right? He could always pick up first-round picks if he wants to. The Don could do that. You may not see it on paper right now, but once we win a championship, which I'm hoping happens this year, once he decides it's time to give up on somebody, which he will, you're going to get some more picks. I ain't worried about that. The Don know how to collect picks, man. It's the Don, baby. He's playing chess. He got it in the bag. We ain't worried about that. Okay? We got a good one here. We ain't worried about that. You see? We good. Y'all got a good situation right here. Yeah. And Hoop Porty, I like Hoop Porty. He could develop. And Kolek, if he learns how to guard a cone, maybe you'd be all right, And then, of course, you got Daddy A. I like him. And who knows if McCullough can, come back from this injury, still a question mark if he can, So we'll see. You know what? That's a good point, AP. How many second rounders did the Knicks have? That's a good point. Let's take a look at that. How many second rounders they got? Let me see. 2025, we got 2 second rounders this year. See, especially with the Don, y'all got to know second rounders are just as valuable with the Don than first rounders. So we got 2 second round picks. We forfeited one for tampering. That's the Jalen Brunson situation. So we got Memphis' second round pick this year. Then next year, 2026, we got Milwaukee's, Minnesota's, and Washington's, and we got our own. Yeah, the Knicks stacked with second round picks, man. We good. The Don know how to turn second round picks into gold. Y'all know that, right? He know how to turn second round picks into gold, man. So, shoot, Hoop Porty's 55, baby. And Hoop Porty, he going to be all right. Hoop Porty's 55. 55th pick. Be all right. Yeah, man. This Leon. And don't forget our boy. What's the boy's name from Utah? What's the boy's name from Utah, y'all? He's good at what he does now. He picks him. What's that guy's name? Come on. What's the guy's name from Utah? Y'all know it. Come on. Here's the quiz. Come on. What's the guy? Walt Perrin. Thank you, Guilford. Walt Perrin. We got Walt Perrin. As long as we got Walt Perrin and we got the Don, we gonna get some talent up in here. We good. Okay. Look, they got Tyler Kolek in the second round. Tyler Kolek was projected to go right after the lottery, like 18, 20. He comes in the second round to the Knicks. Hoop Porty wasn't even on the radar. 55th pick. I think he's the best rookie the Knicks got right now. I mean, right now, that's ready to play right now, closest. Then you got Daddy. I looked a little bit at that French dude, but being from France, I was like, nah, he's all right. He's only 19. He's gonna be all right. Okay. So, yep, it's Brock Allen. The Knicks got a brain trust, y'all. Be thankful what you got. Because it wasn't always like this. Let me tell you, wasn't always like this. Was not always like this. We got a good situation here. Good situation. Yeah. I mean, Daddy A, 26. I like that, Guilford McCoy. That's right. 26, 27. That's about right. I watch Daddy A. He's going to become a man one day. He's a boy right now, but he's going to become a man one day. You know, he's seeing out there what a grown-ass man look like when he watching OG Anunoby. So now he's going to become a man one day. He's going to become a man. You know, it's going to happen. Okay. He got heart too, you know, so the Knicks are all right, man. You know, we don't need nothing, y'all. We just need to stay healthy. That's all we need. Really, that's it. The Knicks don't need to trade nobody. Don't need nobody else. Just stay healthy. That's it. We good. We good, y'all. We good. We good. I'm waiting for Mitchell Robinson. It's going to be a very happy day. I might break out with the port wine if Mitchell Robinson come back this week and say he could practice. That's all I need to see. Is he cleared for practice yet? Oh, baby, here we go. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Here we go. So now, tomorrow night, Memphis. Tough game, y'all. Let me tell you, if they can get by Memphis, that'll be their fourth straight. We'll see what's going on. There might be something happening before we even get to the juggernaut. It's the juggernaut warm-up right now. We got to see what happens. Ja going to go crazy tomorrow. I wouldn't be surprised if he dropped 40, but we got to still win. We got to stop all the other guys. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. The end of January, yeah, that's this Friday, isn't it? January 31st is Friday. So, yeah, I'm thinking this Friday. By this week, we should be hearing something about Mitchell Robinson. That'll be very exciting. Guilford, right? Very exciting. Very exciting indeed, y'all. So we will discuss tomorrow this Memphis thing. Talk about this Memphis thing. Let me go I got some ribeyes to put in the oven, well, in the air fryer. And we getting ready to do some ribeye stuff right here, man. And get some protein going with some eggs and stuff. Yeah. Y'all enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Yeah, man. If he could guard a cone, man, damn. Boy can't stay in front of a damn shadow. If he could guard a cone, we'd be all right. You know what I mean? But I like the boy, though. I do. I like the boy. Some of y'all think I hate the boy. I'm like, my thing is, don't be expecting him to take minutes from Deuce. Now you messing up. Don't be talking about Cole taking minutes from Deuce. That's what y'all was talking this summer. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Oh, Deuce might be the odd man now. I was like, what the hell is wrong with some of y'all? Deuce? Odd man out for who? Yeah, Kolick might take Deuce's minutes. I was like, what the hell are you doing? Y'all remember that was Guilford, am I lying? Wasn't that the talk this summer? Oh, watch this boy Kolick. He might take Deuce's minutes. I was like, who are these guys? What kind of opioids are y'all taking? Are you crazy? I was like, y'all must be crazy. That's what caused y'all caused me to hate on the boy with that kind of talk. I mean, what? Are you crazy? He's going to take Deuce's minutes. Deuce might be. They even had cats writing it. Deuce might be the odd man out this year. I was like, see, that's why I can't listen to Brian Windbag, NBA Central. I don't care how respected they are. They're a bunch of clowns and goons to me because they don't be talking the right stuff, man. You know, no. What's up, Justin Knicks? Yeah, it was some crazy noise this summer. Oh, this kid, man, he's really good. Oh, my God. He's going to be like John Stockton. I was like, what the hell? And I was like, John Stockton was a multiple-time All-NBA defender. Do not disrespect his name with this non-guarding colic. I mean, are you kidding? Like I said, if the boy can learn to guard a damn traffic cone, okay, we could talk about him getting some minutes. But until then, I don't want to hear nothing. The thing about Kevin McCullough, if he can come back healthy. See, Josh is 30 this year. Or is he 31? Josh can't be playing at this level forever. Josh said he's going to retire in 5 years. You think he's kidding? I don't think he's kidding. I think he's going to retire. You would love to have a guy like a second Josh coming in right behind him. And that's why the Knicks still keeping Kevin McCullough. I think Tibbs sees Josh 2.0 in that boy. So we're going to see. Yeah, I like Kolick too. The boy got offensive game. But I can't stand nobody that can't play no defense. That's why I didn't like Brunson. I liked IQ because he could play defense. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Josh did say, though, he said, I only got 5 more years left. He said that. I think he's playing, and I don't blame him. You know what? Josh is real. That's my boy right here. He's going to be one of my all-time favorite Knicks. He's going to be one of them because he's realized, what is he making, $20 million? You know how much money that is? And he got twin boys. He wants to be around. He's going to be in his mid-30s and be able to spend all the time he wants with his boys. Man, what father wouldn't want that? You can go to all their games. You could travel around with them. You could help train them. You know, so, yeah. Josh is smart. So when he said he retire in 5 years, I could believe that. Well, you talk about 5 years from now. Then hopefully you got Kevin McCullough coming in to be the next Josh. That's what I'm saying. So, well, Tekler, Rory Williams-Frankson says Sims is going to get traded. I don't think that's a far-fetched idea, but I don't think he's going to get traded now. This is what I'm saying to you. He won't get traded. He might get traded in the summer, but I can't see it happening now because I don't see them wanting to disrupt their team with a trade right now. Y'all got to understand, the Knicks are in a historical position. Stop trying to inculcate these stupid trades. It's not going to work. You want to keep the team as close to what it is right now as you can. Once they get past June, then you could talk about trades. Okay? We'll see that. But Javonte Green, why would he want to come to New York and ride the bench? The only time Sims plays is when MitchRob and Cat are hurt. So you need somebody to play your third-string center. You think Javonte Green's a third-string center? And who's mentioning these trades? What dumbass is mentioning these trades that y'all listening to? Anyway, please enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Let's get this dub against John them tomorrow. Enjoy the football, whichever one y'all gonna watch. It's almost time. Thank you all for your donations to the channel, the Knicks channel. Appreciate that. And we'll talk tomorrow by the grace of the Father. Yeah. Shalom.